Quebec floats cutting services for non-permanent residents. I mean, Quebec might be more conservative than Alberta in some ways. Quebec Immigration Minister Jean-Francois Robert said he isn't ruling out the possibility of cutting services for non-permanent residents in the province if the federal government fails to have its annual immigration targets. At a news conference on Thursday, Robert presented a report outlining the coalition Avenir Quebec government's potential immigration targets for 26 to 29. If we're forced to make difficult decisions, we'll make them. We're not at that point yet, and we don't want to get there, Robert said. Underlining that the provincial government spent $500 million last year to support asylum seekers. He added that the state of how many, so 500 million, how much is that like per Quebec resident? There's 8 million Quebec residents, so like $50 each.
No,
not quite.
Not quite.
It's nothing. It's peanuts. He added the state of public services in the province is unfair to Quebecers who pay taxes and are already struggling to see family doctors and find housing. The report describes 3 scenarios the government is considering to bring down the number of permanent residents from this year's target of 66,500. Thresholds could be lowered to 45,000, 35,000, or 25,000 over the next 4 years. Quebec's Robert said that the government would focus its non-permanent immigration reduction efforts in Montreal and Laval to facilitate newcomers settling in regional areas where French is threatened. He said it also intends to prioritize current non-permanent residents for permanent residency. Immigrants admitted through the Programme de Travailleurs, the PTET, which is currently suspended until November 30th, could decrease from 72,000 to 65,000 over the same period. The government could decrease the number of international students from 128,000 to 110,000 by 2029, which is not really that much. We could skip that probably. Quebec is projected to accept 10,000 more permanent residents in 2025 than it planned because of immigrants who completed the program to experience Quebecois, which is the PEQ. We are quite aware of the reality of what happens when people come and when we hear their stories. We see that the government narrative that is currently in place differs greatly from what they're telling us. She said, we do hope the government chooses to reevaluate their numbers and consider the expert opinions on the topic.
What do you mean? What happens after the PEQ? They leave Quebec?
Yeah, Legault said, here's a little video. Let's play the video. Let's see if this works. Is this French? Oh, it probably will be French. And I can't find it. So anyway, that's just him saying that they that for them to take even, was it 50,000?
Well, 10,000.
Accepting more than 50,000 immigrants in Quebec per year would be a bit suicidal. This is from 2022. So